President Biden is moving ahead on another top priority for his administration, addressing climate change. Biden says the U.S. has already waited too long and that America must lead the global response. He is making climate change both a national security and a foreign policy priority. And as Eric Sorensen reports, that puts the U.S. into closer alignment with Canada.
No single heat wave or flood and not one wildfire or calving glacier proves climate change. But the accumulation of evidence is so overwhelming that the political will to act worldwide may have just reached a turning point.
It is an existential threat.
A new U.S. president willing to put the might of the world's biggest economy and the second biggest polluter behind sweeping changes. An executive order from Joe Biden will freeze new oil and gas leases on federal lands and offshore, a plan to eliminate fossil fuel subsidies and to invest in green innovation and jobs, including a doubling of offshore wind production, and making climate a core component of national security, foreign policy, and across government departments.
We can't wait any longer. We see it with our own eyes, we feel it, we know it in our bones. And it's time to act.
In optics alone, it's a 180-degree pivot from the previous administration, what many believe were 4 years lost to global warming. At a summit this week on climate adaptation, world leaders welcomed the return of American leadership.
I'd like to take this opportunity to highly commend the visionary leadership of President Joe Biden of the United States. The multilateralism, which has been in disarray during the last 4 years, is now back.
No country will be more affected by the change in Washington than Canada. Alberta is licking its wounds after Biden shut down the Keystone Pipeline, but lining up climate policies represents a glorious opportunity for a liberal government that believes in them.
President Biden has a lot of similar priorities to this government's.
Cooperation could come in transportation, reducing carbon and methane emissions, clean energy exports, and on the Paris Agreement and new climate targets.
And it offers an opportunity for Canada to align with these efforts from the United States. These announcements also represent an opportunity for Canada to scale up its climate action.
A new UN survey says almost two-thirds of people worldwide, especially young people, want action on what they consider a global emergency. And it's the oldest president in U.S. history who plans to take that action.
We know what to do. We've just got to do it.
Eric Sorensen, Global News.